Today I'm taking a look at the VEVOR pneumatic crimping machine. So we got our instructions. And that is a ton of anvils. So in the instructions, we got a list, so it'll tell you which anvil goes with which style of connectors. So if you're going to be using a ferrule, you use the 0510GF. Then in each bag, we got a pair. So this is the A06WF2C. So these two jaws will mesh together. And we can also see that we have these properly color-coded, so we know exactly which gauge goes where. And here is the crimper. And it already has a set of jaws in it. So on the side, we got our quick connects. We got N1 and N2. So the way I understand it is you apply pressure here, that will cause the jaws to close. And if you apply pressure here, that will cause the jaws to open. So this is dual action actuator. And here's the pedal. And I do like that they got this guard on here, so you don't have to worry about anything falling on it and making crimper go up prematurely. It also looks like we can screw that guy down. So that's nice. We always have that in one spot. And the valve is already built in. So we've got N1 here, so it's labeled right there. N2, and then this is going to be supply from the compressor. We do have a tread on there, so you don't have to worry about slipping. And it's a nice spring on the bottom to reset. And the last thing in the box is a little Allen wrench. And we will use that to replace these jaws. So we got a little Allen screw on the top and the bottom. So we got 9 sets here, plus the one that's already installed. So we got a total of 10 different styles of crimpers that we can actually use. So that is very nice. So to connect this to an air supply, I'm using a 1/4 MPT coupler, and I got a 1/4 MPT to 8mm quick disconnect. There we go. We're going to need 6mm and 8mm tubing. I'm going to start with the 6mm. We're going to need 2 sections of this, and these need to be approximately equal length. I'm going to go for about 10 feet, because it needs to be able to go to my foot, behind the desk, and then up on the table. And then I'm just going to measure them against each other to make sure that they are the same length each. And they just push right into those quick disconnects. So then N1 goes to N1, and N2 goes to N2. Now I need the 8mm. I'll probably do this one a little bit longer, maybe 15 feet, and the 8mm goes into that bottom slot. Then I can plug that into my coupler. Now we can plug that into the air supply. And it says we want to make sure that we're going between 0.5 and 0.8 MPa with a maximum of 1.0 MPa. So you probably want to connect this to something that either has a regulator or it's a compressor that you can use to regulate the PSI. 0.8 megapascals to PSI is about 116 PSI. We're basically just leaving it without a regulator. If you connect this and the jaw closes, then you got those lines mixed up. So we are good. Now it did say that if we press a little bit on the pedal, it'll go down slowly, and if we stomp it, it'll go down quickly. So I'm going to try to go slow. Yeah, and we just want to make sure that that jaw is lining up properly, and this one is good. So the jaw that's in there is the A30J, so that's going to be for connectors like this. That is a pretty slick crimp. I mean, that is on there, no issue. It's a very nice looking crimp. There we go. 3 good-looking crimps. I really like what it did with the insulation there too. Like that's something that you're not going to really get out of one of those little hand crimpers. And I use hand crimpers all the time. That's not really a problem. But if you're going to be doing a lot of connections, like if you got to do 100 of these things, over the period of the day, those hand crimpers are just going to fatigue your hands. This thing, you can run this thing all day long. So that is a pretty impressive tool.